In this video, we're going to be talking a little bit more about frame control. I'm here in LA right now in my hotel room, and I thought I'd record this video as I'm about to go hit my second workout for the day. Going to go lift after I ran my 8 miles earlier today. Anyway, we're going to be talking about frame control. I'm John from BulldogMindset.com. On this channel, I teach you how to be a man, basically how to build the physique you want, how to get the girls you want, how to build your financial independence, and to go from the victim mindset to what I call the Bulldog Mindset. If that sounds like something that's interesting to you, click that subscribe button and join us. What I discovered recently, I somehow in my feed, some prank videos showed up. I was watching this guy, Juan, on his channel. That was epic. I was thinking about this and I was like, man, why am I drawn to these videos? What do I like about these videos so much? It's not just that they're funny, it's that this guy is fucking bold. He's fearless. But it's not just that he's fearless. It's not like, he's got a lot of videos where he's approaching girls and like telling them stupid shit and asking for their phone number, and he gets a high number of phone numbers and positive reactions and whatnot. Okay, he's not really like running what we call game or pickup or anything like that. But what he's doing is displaying a great deal of confidence, and it's not just the confidence. See, that's the thing that I think a lot of people get confused on, is because confidence is not really enough. He's got the frame control, that he's got this frame, and sometimes he's playing a part. Okay, sometimes some of these prank videos, there's some other guys that do this really well as well, is they're playing this role and they keep in character the whole time, or not even just in character, but in that frame. And that's just a perfect example. I mean, when you watch these guys doing these prank videos, that's a perfect example of frame control. So let's talk about why confidence is enough. So confidence isn't enough because a lot of you guys, you go up, you're confident, you go and you talk to a girl, and you're very confident when you're coming up, but then something happens that disrupts your confidence. It doesn't go perfectly, and you immediately drop frame. You immediately drop this confidence frame that was fake because you didn't really have the confidence, because if you really had the confidence, you would believe it, and so you'd be holding on to that frame because it's a true frame, okay? So that's what happens is, you come in with approach, you're coming in what you think is strong, but very quickly a hole gets poked in it, and then you've completely dropped the frame, even to the point where you're apologizing and you're backpedaling on what you said and explaining yourself, and you've gone way off the deep end at that point, okay? Whereas a solid frame control, when you look at these prank videos, he's saying some ridiculous shit. I mean, I'm trying to think of some of the examples that he said. I mean, one of them is like, do you believe in soulmates? I think you're my soulmate, right? And the girl will sometimes respond in a very like negative way. I mean, he gets a lot of positive responses just because he's got that solid frame coming into it, and it's pretty apparent. But when he gets the reaction, he persists. He persists as if nothing phases him, right? As if this is, he's playing that part. He's playing that role. He holds that frame so strongly that he eventually ends up winning just about everyone over. Now, he doesn't always win people over, but they tend to buy into his frame. Now, you might say, well, he's doing pranks, he's doing YouTube videos, and so that's why. And that's actually a good example. That's a good example for you, if you want to practice and learn frame control, is to think as if you were doing a YouTube prank. Think as if you had the camera rolling and you're trying to catch a clip, because it's a way of creating what I would call a healthy buffer. Okay, a lot of buffers aren't healthy, right? Buffer is when we protect ourselves from something, but we can create a healthy buffer by basically reducing the stakes. And imagine if you go into a conversation, right? Imagine if you have some social anxiety, approach anxiety, whatever, right, guys, and you go up to a girl and you're just trying to portray confidence. You're just trying to be confident, okay? And then as soon as that fails, you've dropped it. You let go of that. But imagine now if you context shift and you're playing character, okay? You're James Bond, or you're whatever that character is. Like, you've come up with this persona for yourself, this character. That's not so far off, okay? That's just a confident version of yourself, but you give them another name, okay? And you're like, I believe this in my right now. I believe that this particular thing is true, okay? That this girl is extremely attractive. She just doesn't even fucking know it right now. And I just, and I'm gonna help her figure that out, right? And if you believe that, if you're playing that role, like this is your role, okay? And now you're gonna act everything in that role, and no matter what happens, you're going to continue to play that character and continue to play that role, basically that frame. You're gonna find that you're gonna come across much stronger and much more effective in just dealing with people in general as well, right? Because that it's all about that. It's all about what you believe and what you continue to believe. So a good exercise is to watch some of these prank videos and see how guys like Juan from That Was Epic go and approach, and how they basically are impervious, right? How all kinds of shit happens, people say things, whatever, it doesn't matter what the reaction is. They just roll with the punch. They just stay in that character, okay, and keep that frame, which is, it's really powerful. You see that effect and you're like, wow, that's really interesting. You're like, oh, that guy's got balls, or he has super, it's more that he's just holding onto that frame, that he's playing that role, playing that part. And like I said, you can use this yourself. You can utilize this as a context shift in order to pretend like that's what you're doing, and just thinking that I'm going to play this role and I'm going to carry it out. I'm never going to break character. And if you think that in your head, you're going to see how you're going to get results from doing that. Make sure, if you haven't already, take the Bulldog Mindset quiz and check out, see what your score is. I've got some additional information there, some stuff that's going to help you raise the score, including content on frame control. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.